Michelle from Chong the dog, and me and Chong are now in the metro parks. He wanted to go for a big walk, so we're down here, and oh Lord! All right, Chong, no, get out of there. So I'm gonna put the camera on him and turn it over to me periodically while we go through the metro parks. All right, here's Chong, and here's a nice little area. We're just gonna be chilling down the park today. I figure since I'll be getting home and getting tired, I might as well. We're gonna come over this way. Alright. Alright. While we're going through the trail, I'm just turning the camera over this way. And I guess we'll still have our chat. But my day at work wasn't horrible. It was busy but not horrible, so I guess you can't complain about a day that's not horrible. And I guess I lucked out with my schedule because some people that was there longer than me didn't get the schedule they wanted. So, and then of course, when I was out off, state had to be in the building. And all this other crazy stuff. So, it's kind of nice just to get out and walk down the park. But when I'm on the trail here, it's just probably easier just live stream this way. I swear to God, I get more spider webs on me than anything when I'm on the walk with Chong. Alright, Chong. And he has to sniff everything. Literally. Chong, we're never gonna... This is what it takes so long for us to live stream. Is Mr. Chong. Hello, how are you? We're here at the Metro Parks. I figure since I'm on the move, I might as well have a live stream now. Okay, we got 3 bikes passing now. This is why it's easier to live stream this way when I'm on these trails. I'm glad that Chong doesn't act like an idiot on these trails anymore. He's not horrible acting like he used to be. He got a skateboarder. He didn't try to chase him either. So, I'm excited about that. I'm trying to find somewhere interesting down here to tape. Because they have a lot of really nice spots down in the park. There's lakes and stuff, so we're trying to get to that. But people will be getting funny about other stuff. So, Chong, we'll go to the waterfall, okay? We've been down there 100 times. But, I guess, I figure I'd talk to you guys and see how you're doing. I've been working a lot. And they're going to have me working 5 days in a row. And then I get 2 days off. Then I go back to my 1 day and then my 2 12s. I guess it's going to be more money, but it's not the way I wanted more money, but I won't keep my schedule if I don't come in every single day. And I would rather just not come in every single day if it has to be like that. But I guess we all need money. So at the end of the day. So there I go. This is a nice area here. Hang on. I don't know if you can see this way. This area here is where the eagles are spotted a lot down here. I'm always looking for them, but I never see them. So I wish I could see them, but I don't always get these. I don't always get them. Sometimes I get the eagles, sometimes I don't. But I always try. There's just a lot of stuff going on down here, and I want to go in certain times, but there's coyotes down here too. These coyotes are everywhere. No, Chong, don't you think about it. Come on. He had his water. And there's a lot of people that are fishing down here. And paddle boating. I don't know how to swim. So, I was paddle boating a couple times, but I was terrified because I can't swim. And that's one way I don't want to die, is drowning. I feel that would be a really bad way to die. So, I did do it once, and I was with people that knew how to swim. But I do have a story once when I was 16. And I was drinking. And I don't know if you guys heard of Mad Dog. It's this liquor. They have like grape flavored and different flavors in it. And I told my mom I was going to a party. Didn't tell her it was going to be liquor. Then, as the party progressed, I think I had 7 or 8 quarts of it over the course, and it was getting late. But there was a flood over the bridge where the party was. And there's a real bad storm. So, and my mom was really angry because I was doing stuff I wasn't even supposed to be doing. So my friend, she decided she wanted to be really nice, and she literally, and it was nasty sewer water because I was afraid of her beating my ass. So we swam through this dirty water when all this water came up. By the time I got home, my mom was so pissed off, she said I smelled horrible. And she made me take a shower. And then she still grounded me. So I'll never forget that. And she was not the nicest when it came to that. And I used to tell her that there was midnight bowling and just crazy stuff like that, and she would get angry at me. Because she told me there's no midnight bowling, but now there is midnight bowling. So now that she's dead and in her grave, there's finally midnight bowling. See, I'm trying to get across the street to this other lake to show you guys. But there has to be so much traffic. There's always so much traffic around here. You would think this is like some kind of highway. And it's the metro parks. Alright, Chong, come on. Before anybody else comes, come on. Let's go. Let's tape this lake. There's several lakes around here. I'm lucky to live by such nice scenery. So, here's the other lake. And this is the lake that last, I want to say 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago on this lake that a little kid ended up drowning. And the dad went to try to save his son and his daughter, and he ended up saving the daughter somehow, and him and his son died. It was all over the news because it goes real deep. So I guess the fable that story is, be careful, because in these lakes, even if they're man-made or part of the Great Lakes or whatever, like ours are, they have spots that are really, really deep. So you don't want to go too deep on these spots, and you got to be really careful, because you could be a victim to one of these. And it was really sad. The mother was on the news crying because her husband and son died. And it was around 4th of July. It was very sad. And then I was at work, and I was able to look at my phone at some point of the day. And my friend's dogs are family. I guess she was in Alabama. And somebody from Alabama shot their dog. Oh, here's another part of this lake. It's just incredibly gorgeous. I just love nature. Nature is so wonderful and beautiful. It really is. Chong, can I have my arm? Anyways, in Alabama, this guy, I guess she was going through, and there was these dogs, and I guess they were under a shed or something. But they came out, and they were shot twice in the abdomen, and they had a broken jaw. And she was making sure that they got the surgery they needed and everything. But my thing is, why would you want to do that to a living thing? Especially a living, and these were sweet dogs. They went right in her arms. I love that lady on Dogs Are Family. She does good things. And she does so much organizing. Even the dogs know she's great. And I guess, it just makes me wonder. And I ask people, how could people do this, something like that? And all I ever get from people I know is, I don't know, because we would never do anything like that. So that kind of made me sad, but I'm glad that she was there for them. But I guess it shows you in every state and in every situation, there's always different kinds of situations going on. And what I was told is people are not nice sometimes. And it's sad, because I'm nice, it makes me sad that other people can't be nice. And I wish other people could be nice, but I guess they're not. Alright, Chong, come on. I need to turn the camera over for this little area. Alright, here's another little good wilderness area. We're going to go in through here. I like to think of this as the forest of Narnia that we're entering. And It is one of my favorite books, The Chronicles of Narnia. I do love books. That's why I wrote one, and I write short stories because I just love them. I think books have a lot of purpose in our life. I mean, look at all this scenery. It's like the evil queen's coming. And then all the horses that way. And I think I see people over there. Everywhere we go, there gotta be something going on around here. Every time I see people, I gotta put the camera around. That's pretty much how it is, live streaming in the metro parks. It's always like that. Alright, Chong, I get it, you're excited. Oh, there's another dog over there. That's why he's acting like that. Alright, Chong. I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to go the other way. Alright, we're just going to go the other way. I think they're going this way. Alright, Chong, come on. Alright, they're going in no whole other way, so we're fine. I mean, it's a big park, so. And Chong needs to get his exercise. It's not raining, and it's not hot and muggy. I mean, it's like 75, but it's not overly muggy today. So I figured, why not? But I guess I see so many stories sometimes, and taking care of sick people and caring about people's health, it makes me sad when people aren't nice. I mean, there's people that work so hard to make sure animals and people are healthy and safe. And then there's certain people that work hard to make sure people aren't healthy and safe and animals are tortured. And I don't understand. I don't understand the logic. And I don't think I ever will. And some people, it's not even about, I want to say it's not even about mental problems. Sometimes it's just who they are. And that really is truly sad to me. And I know sometimes I just don't know how to accept things. And I guess that's one of the big reasons I'm here. Because I figure if all these other guys can go and make all these channels to help people and animals, why not me? Maybe there's just not enough people to do it. So, and maybe if there's a whole bunch of people doing it, maybe all of us together will have a movement. One can never know these things. I always like to watch my science people. I think they're awesome. They're one of my favorite peoples. I love the scientist. And I do love the archaeologist. Because they unveil truth. And scientists, I get along with them well because I feel they're always in a quest for truth. And I like that they are. Because there's very few people in this world on a quest for truth. We're always settled for what somebody said. Or this person's popular. So I'm going to do exactly what they are doing. And they can be doing something awful. And you'll have a group of people following one awful person. And I don't understand. I never did that when I was younger. There was other people way more popular than me, but it was because I wouldn't make fun of people. And I refused to be mean. Because my mother, she was overweight. She had pituitary gland problems. And it was to the point where she had the doctor to do tests on me. when I was younger to make sure that I didn't have the same problem and I wouldn't be overweight. And she always said she was fat and ugly. And I guess it was at that age, loving my mom, that I realized it doesn't matter what people look like. Because they would make fun of my mom relentlessly. Because she had thyroidism, and that's a condition now that people have and gets treated. My mom, she ended up dying and she got to be around 500 pounds when she died. And she died from a blood clot that went straight to her heart. And it was because of thyroidism. And it was sad. And they'd make fun of her and call her monster and all this. And the thing is the person that you call a monster might be you one day. So to me, I guess it was that at that young age I realized that beauty is only skin deep. And what makes you what makes you a beautiful person is how you choose to conduct yourself. So I always try to conduct myself in good, happy ways. And I did. I always have. I've always, for some reason, vibed with animals and elderly people and kids. Always. Because the sick people in the world, I feel there's somebody that, they're there and they deserve things just like anyone else, and it's not their fault that they're sick. Because it really honestly is not. So, I feel that everybody should even just take time to go visit and volunteer at a nursing home or a kid's home. Bring them like toys. We used to have a secret Santa come. It was when I worked at the kids' home. And they'd spend like thousands of dollars and go around, and her and her husband she'd be Mrs. Claus and he'd be Mr. Claus, and the kids loved it. And they'd get presents for each one. And I feel like these acts, and it made a difference in these kids' lives. It really did. And I feel that if everybody did something small like that in the world, that the world would be a better place. So, and I always do acts of kindness. I go to the dollar store and I'll buy things for the residents all the time. They'll just sit there, you get to the store, and they'll tell me what they need, and they put in their order, and when I'm at the store, I get what they need. Because I feel that one day I'm going to want somebody to get me some pop or hair ties or something simple. Because what you give, you get. And those contributions of $1 or so, they're a lot to one person. They really are. They're playing volleyball now, so I can't really turn the camera over. Down here, they're very weird. This is what happens when you live in a bougie community. They don't say anything if the camera's on you in between stuff, but if you're not in between stuff, they don't like it. And these people aren't interesting enough for anybody to stalk them. And nobody committed any kind of crazy felonies, so I don't know why they care. But to each their own. But I used to come down to the park all the time with my younger son. I just like to come down here just to walk around all the time. I just randomly like to exercise a lot. I always have. I mean, I don't know how it would drive me nuts sitting at home with no exercise. I just like it. And I feel it kind of is, it's good for your heart and everything. It's good for your circulatory system. It really is. So I like to do as much as I can. And I'm trying to get out there since I've been sick. I've been getting into, now that I'm getting better, I've been trying to get into walking a little further every day. Because I know how it is, because I work at a nursing home. I see physical therapy. I know what they tell the residents. So if I know what they tell the residents, I know what I need to do. So I've been doing little things. I'm trying to get to another part of the park that doesn't have a million people, because they like to congregate around here. I like the waterfall. I'm going to try to make it over to this waterfall. It's like one of my favorite parts of the park too. Me and Chong, when I was teaching him how to walk when he was like around 2 months old, I used to tell my husband I needed a wagon for him, and he said, no, we need to learn to walk. Me and Chong walk further every day to try to get to this waterfall. And honestly, I think the day Chong dies, it's going to be sad for me going by this waterfall. Because Chong got excited when he was able to get to this waterfall. Chong! A truck with a boat. Now a dog. Oh Lord, now there's two Doberman pinchers over there. He likes to start his crap sometimes. This is why we're on the other side. No, Chong. He's terrible sometimes. So I'm trying to make it over here, and then of course there has to be somebody right where I want to be. I know it's a popular spot. I was hoping to have a water break over here, but I guess that's not happening. And I don't know where all this traffic's coming, probably because it's a nice day. So I'm going to try to make it across the street, see if I can get some kind of view of this waterfall. Alright, hang on, Chong. Alright, just wait till this car goes. By the time you get over there, you'll end up getting run over. Now there's two more. This is what I talk about, Chong. You wait so long, this happens. Oh my goodness. Alright, I don't know if you guys see this. There was an eagle, or a really big bird. I didn't see it in the camera, but there was a big bird. And of course another truck's coming. I don't get this. I really don't get how this many people could drive through the park, but nobody could walk through it. It makes it impossible for dog walkers to get across the damn street. And then they just look at you like you don't belong here without a car. I don't understand. This is just like trying to get across from Chong Park. See, now we get one clearance way, and then there's another. Look, two old ladies in a Corvette. You only see that where I live. Alright, we're making our way to the waterfall now. And there's a bunch of people standing there. So I'm going to try to get over here to get a view for you guys. Chong, come over here. Jeez. Come over here. Alright, here's the waterfall. It's one of my favorite spots in the park. I like to come visit the waterfall a lot. Alright. I would take a water break there, but people like to sit at the spot where they have a seat for it and sit there for hours. So we're just going to go around this way. Hopefully I can see that big eagle. Well, that's why you want to get over there, Chong, because of the husky. It's a cute baby husky, too. I do like huskies. They're some of my favorite dogs. I love my German Shepherds and Black Labs, but I love me a husky. I think I love their fur. I think they're gorgeous. I was actually looking on Facebook about these Maine Coons. They're about 100 pounds. They look like a lion and they're a cat, but they're real smart. It's like a cat dog. You gotta have a lot of land and stuff like that with these Maine Coons. They're supposed to live a long time, too. The Maine Coons. Chong, come on, I got hair in my mouth. Chong! Ugh. The wind. I swear, he just keeps going and going and going. He does not stop. He is something. I'm going to try to go to Coe Lake now. I don't know how crowded that's going to be. It's probably going to be very crowded, Coe Lake. Alright, we got bikes passing now. At least they think I'm just on an iPhone FaceTime or something. That's the only good thing, and that's how I can get away with streaming without nobody really caring. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to get to Coe Lake. Everybody's on their bikes and everything else. People love to exercise where I'm at. It's a healthy town, I guess. So, but I'm crossing through this. I think I could turn the camera over to show you this passing because it is nice. All right, Chong, I need my use of my hand. See over here. He had to sniff everything. He's so excited about this walk. I'm just going to stream his entire little walk here. That's a nice little area here. And then you got this wooded area here. There's a lot of nice areas in our metro parks. Everybody says we're very lucky to have what we have. And it preserves wildlife. And it's one of the good, nice wildlife centers. And I've always liked it. As a kid, I've always came down here. But this water's kind of dirty. It's like muddy. I don't know, there is some kind of fish down there. But I feel bad they gotta live in that dirty water. but I guess I guess they don't mind. But we're kind of coming across a little trail. It's a horse trail actually up here. All right, Chong, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Come on. It's a horse trail that leads to another park. I live around a lot of parks. I really do. And he just sits here and putzes around and sniffs the bushes. This is what he does. I think I hear birds. I hear the big birds. I wish I can get them. I never get the big birds. It's always when I don't have the camera going all the time. That's when the eagles will appear. And you're allowed to tape them. All right, hang on. There's people coming. Come on, Chong. Chong, come on. All right, we're gonna go in here a second so we get on the trail and go to Coal Lake. See, Chong, you putz around so much, then we get there's a bunch of people passing with their fishing rods. But this passing goes to a bigger park. And they have nice gazebos and stuff. And of course, Chong's more interested in this bush than going to the nice park. But this is my life with Chong. He's probably sniffing the horses. I'm thinking. All right, are we moving, Chong? I'm just happy there's no horse poop. But I'm going to take a view. Here's the park. That's there. It's a nice little park. But I'm going to bring the camera towards me now because people are kind of weird in here. And I'll try to go in different parts of the park. So, then of course they got to be going. They don't want you to cross this way either. I've just never seen. It's like for a little town, there's just so much traffic. It's so hard to even go anywhere. It's crazy. You would think we live in a huge town. The amount of traffic in one area. All right, Chong, we can't go if cars are coming. I guess we'll just wait here. All right, I think we could go now. All right, while all these people are here, I am going to just tape this way. I haven't been up here for a while. Come on, out of the playground area, Chong. But it is always somewhere fun and nice to go. Over here. And it's free. Free is good. I'm going to try to go in a place where we can get some kind of water break here. I got a whole thing of cold water and some food. So, Chong, I'm trying to find a water break area. All right, hang on, Chong. My hair's over this way. At least Chong's not being so horrible. It's some kind of carnival going on. I wish I had money with me. All right, Chong, come on. Get out of the bushes. Oh Lord, it says no dogs allowed. They're kicking the dogs out. Well, that's not good. I guess the poor dogs can't come. It's a little ice cream place. They got little slushies and stuff. And the popos here. I'm sorry, Chong. No dogs allowed there. Well, I have to go to this side of the park. I know you want to go in there. You smell the food. Come on. My dog loves chicken. I mean, truth be told, he likes it just about anything that I would want to eat, which isn't good for him. Oh, look, there's a burrito place over here. I guess they don't want dogs over there because of the food. So I gotta go around this library. If I'd known all this was going on, I would have went somewhere else. But we're gonna go up this way, by the library way, and go by this lake. I didn't know there was a festival going on. But what are you gonna do? But I'm having a pretty good day. I'm glad I'm getting in the swing of exercise again. And my husband did tell me, he was like, if you feel bored, he said take a walk around. Because he's always at work. He's always he's always working. I've just never met someone that worked like him. He wants to work all the time, every day. And he does enjoy his one day off, which is on Wednesday, which is half of the reason that if I was to live stream, it'd be outside. Because of him, he likes to chill out to music and stuff. Alright, Chong, we'll go down here. And of course, there has to be a million people down here. And they're over here too. I was thinking that we were going to get peace this way, but I was sadly mistaken. So, I guess not. I do got to stop over here at these benches for a water break. Of course, he has to stop. Chong stops so much, it's ridiculous. I've never met a dog that stops so much like him. He's just always stopping. Stopping and sniffing. Alright, come on, Chong. Town. Come on. Don't you want to drink something? What do you think I'm trying to do? Yeah, I'm trying to go to this little bench area, and he's just putzing around. I know he's hot. I got food and water with me. But I think I can finally tape. There's not a ton of people around. Thank goodness. Sometimes I can, and sometimes I can't. Come on, Chong, over here. But let me turn this around. Here's him. They got the statue over here. That's nice. All right, Chong, come on. Quit stopping. I'm trying to come over here. I don't feel like taking a million years going around. Hello. But here's a nice little statue. I think it's really cute and pretty. And they have it in this little area right here. And you can like come over here and you can, you know, have a water break or just sit and rest, which is nice. All right, Chong. Chong, hey, do you want water? I'm trying to make sure you got water, Chong. I get you excited, but you gotta pace yourself out. All right, I'm getting your water out. Chong, here. Chong, hey. Drink the water, Chong. Drink it up, Chong. Really, Chong? He had his tongue up in the dirt. Oh my God. I don't understand why you gotta contaminate the water like this. Did you get enough? Oh, Lord. All right, let me get my glasses on. It's kind of hard to see when you're walking around with Chong. All right. Oh, you're on a quest for truth, Damery's dragon. Yes, I'm always on a quest for truth. I feel truth is all around us. I feel that there's truths that we don't understand that we think is ridiculous, but later on, when we're dead, they're gonna find it so think we're so silly for not thinking they exist. I mean, look at when, you know, all that stuff when they with Christopher Columbus and when they thought the world was flat and everything. And then somebody came around and said the world's round, and everybody thought they were so silly. And then they found out the world is round and there's lots of universes. I do feel that one day we're going to find out about wormholes and stuff. I feel it's going to be a while, probably 200 years of research, but I feel in 200 years our ancestors far after us will find all that truth out. Because I do feel that truth is going to come out soon. Because I always thought it was silly about wormholes when I was younger, but now with everybody and all this research proving there probably is. You know, you probably, if you do see a wormhole or whatever, you probably get sucked into it, and it's not like you could tell anybody. You'd be just lost. I don't know if I'd want to be sucked in a wormhole. I mean, that would be, I guess that'd be a crazy time. Being sucked in a wormhole like that. You don't know if you're going to come back. I mean, they say there's reported cases where people are just disappear and then come back. Then there's cases that people disappear and never come back. So I guess it depends. I guess it depends on who you are and what circumstance. Which one is taken for where. And maybe with these wormholes, maybe if you go down the wrong one, there is no exit way. I don't know. I would like to know more about them. I do feel they exist, but I don't know on what planet or what level of quantum physics they could pop up. I mean, we just don't know. And it is a scary thought, all this kind of activity that goes on in the world. But I guess it's the world we live in. Alright, I'm going to try to get across the street now. I would have liked to show you guys our other park, but no dogs were allowed because they have a festival going on. And even if I could go home and grab money, which I can, I got Chong. They're not going to let me have any burritos or nothing because I got Chong with me, which is stupid. They should let him come in the food area, but they're not. And they're real funny about even service dogs in restaurants. Really good restaurants they don't like to have service dogs in there, especially the high-end ones. I don't know why. I really don't. Here, Chong, let these guys go past. Alright. Come on. There's small sidewalks in our downtown area. Not big ones. It's a one-horse town. It's not very big at all. It's very quaint and nice, but not very big at all. Of course, he has to pee at a mailbox, because that's Chong for you. That's who he is. And there's a bunch of kids playing in the water fountain, and I can't tape that either because I'm sure their parents would have a problem with it, so. But they're having fun. I didn't think we're going to come through town square, but I guess we are. But hopefully he's tired when we get home. I'm hoping. I really do. And here's a new place to eat. They got a nice bell tower in the middle of town. I moved here after I had got married the first time. My ex said that we need to live here. And he grew up here, so this is where I ended up. And then, consequently, this is the place that I met my second husband. And then, of course, he grew up here. No, Chong, we're coming here. Come on. But we came here after there, and then I met my second husband. I never left. And I didn't grow up in these rural areas of where I grew up in the city area. So I'm going to walk through the parkway. Come on. Let's hurry up, Chong. Alright, I'm hoping if I can get back in the park, I'll have a peaceful time. Because at least dogs will be allowed. So. Alright, I'm sorry, Chong. We couldn't get in that park. Alright. Now I could do more taping. I don't have a million people around me. Alright. Here's Mr. Chong. Oh. But we got a big trail here. We're just going to take the trailway home. I feel it would be better. Chong, I'm not going in that little area. I'm not that small. See, this is why I can't put him off leash. He would run away and think that he can get his way back home. And somehow he would get lost in all this craziness. And I can't have that happening. Because I love Chong. Now he hears the dog, so he has to stop again. But folks, this is why I don't go on a lot of live streams, because he likes to be nosing around town. This is why I call him McGruff. Because he is McGruff, and now he decides to take a break. Can I at least sit on the on this rock if you're gonna do that? Ugh. I'm gonna sit on the rock. Go sit on the grass. I don't care. Oh, now he wants to get up. Well, this is why I literally cannot get on a terror stream hardly ever. Especially when the weather's good, because this is what I deal with when I come home from work. I get Chong prancing me around town all the time. Are you ready to go? Are you taking a break? What are you doing? We're on our way back home now. Can we get home before the coyotes wake up? Because I have seen the coyotes down here. There's huge herds of them. I mean packs, sorry. There's packs of them. This is their biggest stomping grounds, is the metro parks. There's a lot of deer. There's just a lot of bad activity sometimes going on back here, out here with animals. They don't mess with the eagles, though. I think they know better. I think they know the eagles would have their day in court with them. And of course, I try to turn. A car wants to come, and another car wants to come, and two other cars want to come. I don't get it. I know. Gas is high, but everybody's on a ride. Everybody. And then they look at you as you're standing trying to cross the street. Okay, now there's a bunch of dogs. All right, let's just walk this way, Chong. We'll just walk on this trail. Come on. This is why it takes us forever to get home. You walk slower sometimes. This is probably better that we walk on this way. I wish we could come across a horse. That's even would be more fun. But no horses. Chong, come on. Come on. I'm over here for a reason. Now they're walking the other way, just to taunt Chong. You see somebody trying to get away from you and you walk right towards their direction. I don't understand. No, Chong. No, this way. Well, he did actually bring me towards a nice little well. Here's a little river running through. Finally got some nice little wildlife and a little bit of nature. At least this water's not muddy and nasty. It is pretty. Chong's enjoying it. He does find the good spots. Sometimes if you go off the off-beaten path, you get some nice spots. You really do. This is the joy things that is the joy of having a dog. And they're so nice. And they bring you to good spots. So dogs are nice. All right, come on, Chong. Can we move out of this one little spot? It's going to be 9 o'clock. The phone's going to be dead by the time we get home. Come on. All right. All right. I think I can get across the street without a baby buggy and everything else in our way. Come on. People want to get in their cars and go fast, Chong. I think our dog walks are getting a little better. He's not Cookie, but I feel they're getting better. They got to be better than Chong going crazy and chasing trucks all day, which was our original walks when he was like 6 months old. And my one friend, she had a chart, and I always would complain saying how Chong was just acting crazy, and she would say that he was in the T-Rex stage. I go, what the hell is a T-Rex stage? And she said it's when they get to like 12 to 18 months where they get crazy. I literally would go for a walk with him and he would yank me and it was crazy. And then he started getting older and it got a lot easier. So if you do have a dog and your dog is insane, give it time. Because Chong was like this, and within time, he did get better. It was a miracle when it happened, but he did eventually get better. It did take a while, though. That it did. All right. Come on, Chong. There's a jogger. Gotta go this way. Oh, God, my head. There's one thing I can't do is jog. I've tried jogging. I don't like it. It's so exhausting. And yoga. God bless anyone that could do yoga or jogging. To me, I have issues with both. I can't do either of them. They both bother me. So, and it hurts my legs and this and that. I don't mind walking all day, but I'm just not about that life, I guess. I'm not about the yoga life. I know there's been great movies of people meditating on yoga mats and stuff, but I don't think that could ever be me. Ever. I've tried yoga, but it's just all too much stretching for me. I can't do it. Oh, of course, we got more people walking. Here, I'm going to turn this camera over. All right. All right, Chong. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get by this waterfall, if I can actually get to sit in this little spot I like. I never can sit in the spots I want to sit in sometimes. But I think Chong did pretty good. He's keeping up. He was getting a little lazy. I try to make sure he gets his exercise. But he was getting a little bit lazy. Just a little bit. I think they're still sitting there. Maybe they did too much yoga. I'm thinking they did too much yoga. Or maybe they were jogging. I think it's the same damn people. I don't understand how you could sit in one spot that long. It's crazy. I think it's crazy. Me and Chong sit somewhere 10 minutes and move it along. But I'm going to take a picture of I'm going to do these falls again. Okay, this is the back end of them. It's like a tiny Niagara Falls over here. I think it's very pretty. So, oh, go ahead. No, Chong. Oh boy. 2 huskies. Alright, we're just gonna go this way. Because I am not contending with 2 huskies. I'm not about that life. We're just gonna wait till these huskies go about their business. Come on, Chong. No! I gotta go across the bridge, so I'm hoping people let me go across the bridge without drama. And they don't have a meeting of the minds and everything else involved. And of course, these huskies gotta literally, okay, now they're finally going to cross the bridge, thank God. And then they're going to stand there. I've had this happen to me before. I'm sitting there waiting so I can get home. And they stood there with their 3 dogs for like a half of an hour till I had to go in the road and walk around them. I don't understand why people do that at all. So, are you kidding me? There's more people going across this bridge. I don't know what's worse, the traffic or this. Now I gotta wait for all these different people to cross this bridge just so I can cross it and get home. Because I gotta cross this bridge. If I don't cross this bridge with the waterfall, I'm not getting home. And now I got a bicyclist. It's like, it's insane. I guess the divine wants us to be down the park for hours waiting on crazy people. That or it's the festival. Maybe they're all down here because it's a cut way to the festival. I'm thinking it is. All right, Chong. I think we can get across the bridge now. Sometimes if you're dog walking, it's better to wait. Especially if there's a bunch of dogs. So I'm gonna go, and since I'm here and I waited so long to get across this bridge, we're gonna get a nice bird's eye view of one of my favorite things. I'm just taping this because it's really pretty going across here. All right, Sean. All right. All right, I'm gonna pull this over now. I think I'm good. I had to do a quick thing. A biker snuck up on me. All right, I'm back. There's nothing but people down here now. It has to be the festival. I don't have any other explanation. That's why they're all down here vibing. They had their burrito and they didn't have a dog, so they were able to have their burrito and all their cotton candy and stuff and come down here and have a walk. I wasn't able to get a burrito because I have a dog. I'm calling dog discrimination on this. Come on, Chong. Alright, me and Chong are probably going to just cross the street. And of course, we gotta wait for a million cars. I'm not sure how long we've been live streaming, but it has to be for a while. And what's crazy is this is just one walk. And half of this is just avoiding traffic. Alright, we're just gonna try to go this way. Because there's just way too much traffic today, and it has to be because of that. Alright, Chong, my ear itches. But I think Chong will be ready for a nap. I'm hoping. And at least we got to see the falls. I mean, I know it's not Niagara Falls, but it's a mini Niagara Falls in my mind, and I think it's really pretty. And it's nice because it's close by my house. And I can come visit it when I want to. And of course, he has to take I don't know where he finds all this pee. He's peed at least 7, 8, 9 times. It's crazy how much he has peed in one walk. Oh, Chong. After this we're not going on another walk. This is like 3, 4 walks in one. Of course, now he's just sniffing the ground. Chong, can we go, please? He savors every minute of the park. Every minute. I think he enjoys the park more than anyone else. I think he's like their favorite customer. When I used to try to get him to poop when he was a puppy, I would have to take him to the park because he would only poop at the park. Because I guess there's more interesting spots to pee and poop at. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But it's Chong. There's not a lot of people, so I probably can tape now. Maybe. I see somebody in their car lurking at me. I don't know why people are so nosy when somebody's when talking on their phone. I don't think people realize stay in your own lane. I really don't think they do. I think a lot of people don't stay in their own lane and they just bother you for no damn reason. And I can see bothering you if you're doing something crazy. There was right where I live, there was a guy, and I didn't obviously think people didn't stay in their own lane with that, but it's a funny story. It was in my brother's condominium community. I guess this guy was a sex offender and his mom had a condominium. And anyways, he had 3 young girls came out crying. So there was a standoff. And it went all over the news viral. Because things like that generally don't happen in our community. So it was a big cahoot. And they didn't give details, and I think he was touching them. I don't think he did anything with them or whatever, but maybe he did, maybe didn't. I don't know. But there was a standoff. and it was and there was and they literally, it was a main street. They did it with, and the police blocked the whole main street. You couldn't even get in by my work. Thank God I was already at work when this happened, because you couldn't get to work when this was happening. So I guess bad things do happen everywhere. You just never know when and where, I guess. Come on, Chong. We're staying by the grass area. There's a lot of bicyclists today. But yeah, there's and then there was 2 years ago, there was a guy, and he was on meth, and they thought he was making meth in his house. So he was renting a house, but the police went in there, and they did destroy the house trying to get him out, and they found nothing of meth making in this house. And I'm not sure if they paid for the damage or not. And I get it that he rented to a drug user, but how do you really know if somebody's doing drugs when you rent to them? You really don't. But it was crazy, and there was kiddies involved, and literally they yelled out the kiddies, and they went and because they were trying to shoot the house and this and that, trying to get him to come out, and they were about to send the dogs in, and there was kitties. So, and then they came and they got the cats, and he ended up going to jail and all this stuff. And I think the homeowner got reimbursed. I didn't hear anything about him not getting reimbursed. So, I don't know. But we find interesting things a lot of times in our dog walk. We really do. Me and Chong. Because we just walk around town and just see unusual things at times. The standoff was pretty cool. I mean, it was terrible it happened, but a lot of things don't happen here. And I guess when something does happen, everybody's all like, ooh, what happened? What happened? And everybody's interested. When you live in a small town, it's like this. And a lot of times when you live in a small town, everybody knows of you, your name, and people affiliated with you, aka your family. So, which I wasn't used to when I moved here with the first husband. But now everybody kind of knows me, so I've been here so long. And I'm used to kind of small town living now. Now the most exciting thing that happens to me is trying to catch this eagle. And I really want to get footage of this eagle, because people are getting pictures of the eagle. And I can't find the eagle. I've been looking for him for years, cannot find him. And I just wish I knew. Of course, more bicyclists. I don't think anybody in this town sleeps. I really, truly don't. It's insane how everybody's just everywhere all the time. But and I was hoping to see a damn horse. I don't know why those things didn't come. Maybe they didn't want to exercise their horses, or maybe I came at the wrong time. They might have done it around 3 o'clock. I don't know. Or maybe because of the festival, because we got a horse barn around here. And they got some nice looking horses. They really do. I really like horses. They're expensive, and they're expensive to keep. You literally have to. There's a lot that goes into buying a horse, and then on their food and upkeep. I think it's $500 or $600 a month, and I think you still got to buy their food and stuff. They say dogs are expensive. Horses are way more expensive than dogs. They really are, because that's expensive. But maybe if one day if I can get some money, they do have a horse rescue group on Facebook. Maybe I can get with one of those guys and rescue a horse. They live like 40, sometimes 40, 50 years. So, and they're supposed to be very intelligent. So, I mean, I'm thinking about it. Maybe when I get some more land, I'll get the Maine Coon. I think they're related. The Maine Coons are related to lions. Supposed to be like a distant cousin of a lion. They got big teeth, but they can be in an apartment. You gotta take them outside to go poop and pee. They don't really like to take a bath, just like a cat. They got characteristics of a dog and a cat both, which is unique. My husband said, well, maybe when we get a bigger place, because the Maine Coon, you definitely have to have a backyard or a big place, because a couple of the actors, they have like a big condominium type thing, and they have these Maine Coons. So, I think, I forgot who it is. It's one of those actors. And he's in his big, gigantic apartment house with a Maine Coon. And they're supposed to be good for that, but you got to take them out like a dog to poop and pee. So, and I would think the food would be expensive. I really would. So, that's what I'm thinking, but maybe one day I might be walking a Maine Coon. I am the animal person. The animals literally come to my house when they need a home and say, come adopt me. I have never got an animal. They all came to me. People bring me animals all the time. That's how I got Chong. He was brought to me. So I probably would have got a husky. But I was meant to have a black lab right now, so it's okay. I'm okay with that. I really can't wait till I get home. He just keeps going and going and going and going. He's such high energy. He's still walking. I just keep counting the steps till I can finally get home. All right, Chong, come on. All this pausing, it's going to be another hour before we get home. I didn't even get a burrito, Chong. I think we should start a protest that we should have been able to go in there and get a burrito. I really think we should have, for real. I might say something. I think it's ridiculous, some of the rules people have in this world. We have the store around us, and Chong's a service dog. And anyways, he's allowed anywhere, but this guy said he owns the store and he doesn't like dogs in there, even if they're service dogs. And he told me to bring the police. At that point, I told everyone not to shop at his store. He barely gets business. And then the other gas station let me train Chong in their store. Now Chong goes to Walmart and all these places, and he's good. So everybody goes to the store, and now they have all dogs welcome. So my husband always laughs and said that I started a reform for dogs. So now all the dogs go in this gas station. And everybody goes and gets their vapes or whatever they want to buy. And all dogs are welcome. And it's because of him. Come on, Chong, let's go. Chong, I'm trying to move. Come on. I would like to get home before Daddy gets home from work. I don't know. I've probably been out here like 3 hours. I mean, thank God I put on my little legging thing so my legs don't hurt. I didn't know we were coming on the adventure to end all adventures. But this is life for Chong. You get the adventure to end all adventures. No, Chong. She's jogging. He doesn't understand jogging. He sees them and he wants to run with them. This is what Chong is made of. He wants to play with everyone. But the husband said to keep him by people and stuff so he gets used to things. So, and other dogs. Well, we've seen that he doesn't like the Huskies or the Doberman Pinschers. For some reason, they don't get along well either. But I'm trying. That I am. I am so tired. Hopefully he's tired when we get home. At least it's not muggy. I think I lost like a half a pound. I had to. It's crazy. Chong, I'm not spending hours down here. I didn't even get a break. I walked for 8 hours, and now I'm walking for 2 hours. Come on, let's go. I get he gets cooped up in a house, but this is what he does when I get home. So I guess bringing the live stream here isn't always a horrible thing. And there would be a motorcycle. You know, he still doesn't like them. He's not a fan of them. Chong, we already been here. I want to get home. It's going to take us another half of an hour to get home. But I'm going to keep the live stream going until I get home. And I think this will be my one live stream for today because this literally is like 3 live streams in one. Usually I take a break after an hour. But with Chong, there is no break. Chong is the worst supervisor ever, and he just keeps going. He has unlimited energy. It's insane, the energy he has. But they say that black labs have high energy, so it is what it is. Come on, Chong. But hopefully he makes it home. He keeps scooting along. He usually goes along like a champ. Now we gotta go over here. And there's more dogs. Hopefully I can have the camera going the other way eventually. Okay. Chong, come on. Out of the grass. Out of the grass, Chong. Here. Now he's doing this. He has to roll around in the grass. Alright. Alright, now we're going to try to get across the street. Come on. I want to get home, Chong. I had to work. Okay, I didn't sit at home waiting for me all day. I had to work and do crazy and take care of a bunch of people. And you got me with all these, and it looks like a pilgrimage going on over here. There's like 20, 30 people. I mean, God, where's the preacher? I swear to God, I give up. I can't even get across the street. I don't understand how you cannot get across the street in this town. There's a pilgrimage coming. Maybe these guys are going to run over the pilgrimage. I don't know. If they are on a pilgrimage, I guess they'll see God. That's a bad joke. But they do. They have their little sticks like Gandalf. Like they're in Lord of the Rings, and they're older people looking like they're on a pilgrimage somewhere. Hey! Put it down. We're not eating sticks. He literally tries to eat them. And then he has to poop them out. So I don't let him eat sticks. I don't feel it's a good practice. I feel it's better to get chew toys for your animals. Maybe in the wild they somehow this gets done, but it's not a good practice. Don't let them have sticks. I don't let them eat grass because there's chemicals in grass, especially if you're in an area where people are chemically treating their grass. So you just don't want that kind of drama in your life. Chong, we gotta go up the hill. You know, you're not the one that had to work all day. I had to work all day. You didn't. So I should be more tired than you. I'm just glad I took my vitamin. Because these are the longest walks ever. But I do have good therapeutic shoes I use on my walk that I got from the uniform sale at work. Alright, come on, Chong. Trying to move. Let's go. You gotta keep it moving. You don't keep it moving, we're never getting out of here. Come on. Keep it moving, Chong. Ugh. I am so tired. Going up hills, down hills. Please don't. Let's just keep it moving. Come on. This is the part of walk he'll stop when the beating sun's on me. And I'm hot from all this walking. This is when he wants to go slower. Come on, Chong, I just want to get out here. We're on an incline. Ugh. Oh, I'm out of breath. Alright, come on, Chong, let's go. Let's go. Come on. We're never going to get home this way. You do know this, right? Come on, let's go. Whew. I got leg workout today. Going all the way out that way. At least I won't be overweight. Not at this rate. Chong, come on. You don't stop when the beating sun is. It's hot. Chong, come on. I'm hot too. Oh my God. This is what he does. I am never gonna get home, I swear to God. This is why I do not like sometimes dog walking Chong. For 2 years, I've been on these crazy dog walks. I've only been out for, thought it was here. All right, Chong, can we go? I'm tired, Chong. Come on. I don't think anybody has complicated walks like me. All right, Chong. I get you like down here, but I'm not going to do this. Keep doing this all day. Come on, let's go. Maybe after he does all this, he'll walk again. All right, can we go? Get out of the hole. Come on. Out. Get out. Come on. I don't know if we're ever leaving, if I'm ever getting home again. Chong will keep me out for hours if I let him. But I'm just so tired and thirsty. So tired and thirsty. I got air conditioner on and it's lovely in there, and he got me out here on crazy walk. He really does. So I'm hoping that home is soon. If we keep pace like this, hopefully at the end of my 2-hour stream, we will finally make it home. At least now we got a cross light and people have to stop. And it's sad that people have to be forced to stop when a dog's trying to cross. Oh Lord, here's another dog. Are you going this way? Okay. Chong. I pressed the button. I don't know if it has to be pressed again. Chong. I know, I want to get home too. You're the one putzing around all day. Alright, we're just waiting on the light now. No, Chong! No! Alright, let's go. Let's go. There's cars here, actually, Chong. Chong, this is us never getting home. Come on, you gotta walk a little further now, come on. I can tell he's getting tired out. He'll do this from lawn to lawn. There's nothing I could do. He wanted to go that far, he gets tired. This is what happens. So, it is what it is, as they say. But we're moving it along. My friend lives around here. Her dad died and she ended up getting her house, her old house because her brother already had a house, so he didn't get it. He got like the cars and stuff. When my parents died, my uncle stole the house from me, so kind of makes me jealous. People that complain about having shitty parents. I had a very good mother. When my mother died, I'm just putting this camera towards me. I got all these mailbox. Come on, Chong. But yeah, my mom, when she died, I was supposed to have my house. I'm an only child. I got brothers and sisters from another mother, pretty much type thing. I kind of adapted my old made my own family along the way. But after my mom passed, my Aunt Mims, she wanted the house. And my uncle, owed her a lot of child support. So everybody said that I was going to go to school and get a decent job, so I didn't need a house. So she took the house for her and her kids, and my uncle wasn't allowed to stay in the house. And I wasn't even allowed to have my mother's pictures. So I have one rug of my mother's that she made, and that was it. And every once in a while, one of my uncles would call me, my older son, and say to him, "Oh, I want to take your mom out, and this and that." Oh God, there's an angry driver. This is why I don't like driving. So, but yeah, they literally took, and then she told me, and then she said she's sorry, but she needs a man's money, and she needs a free house because she can't work and make money like me. Where that was fair in the universe, I don't know, because I had a 3-month-old child. So they said they said they weren't going to leave me homeless. They were going to let me live with my grandmother until I got on my feet. So my Aunt Mims dumped my uncle, married a contractor, and I was never allowed to step foot in my house again. So this is why I say, you might think you have a bad family, but even though my family had money and was supposed to be good, upright citizens, it could be worse. Because people sometimes that have money are sometimes the worst. And I do mean the worst. And they can be. So, you got to beware. And it hurt. But honestly, when I hear, I believe when my family members die, I won't go to their funeral. They disown me, and then they decide they want to be my friends again and my family. I disown them. I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm just not into kissing ass with people that don't really care for me. I'm not that desperate for people, I guess. So this is how I feel about the world. I've had a tarnished view of the world since I guess my mother passed when I was 18. I was 18 going on 19, and my mom passed away when I was 19. And I got everything taken from me. My pictures, I had a really nice, like, not armoire, but like where you put your makeup on and everything. And it was an antique. They told me I wasn't allowed to have it, and my mom gave it to me. There was presents that my mom gave me because she died a week before Christmas. I wasn't allowed to have them either. They took everything my mom gave me of value because they wanted money. And the thing was, is my uncle was a millionaire, but he decided he didn't have enough money, so he would just take other people's money on top of that. And I decided I don't need him. Sometimes good people end up raised by around a bunch of people that aren't good. People think he's a very good upstanding citizen, but he's not. He was a star football player. He cheated on his wife. He humiliated his wife. She ended up taking him for over $100,000, and she bought a bar. His older daughter went to the University of Columbia, became a lawyer, and will not speak to him. And he had to pay for her full tuition, and back then it was $50,000 a year. So he had to pay child support on top of it, and pay her child support, and pay my aunt alimony. So, and my aunt said that we were both victims of the greedy people. That's how I put it. I know how to mingle with rich people because I was raised by them, but I know their ways. And I know that sometimes I don't like greedy rich people. I don't like people that wouldn't spit on people if they were on fire, because they don't like them because they're poor or they look ugly. But some people are like this. They really are. It's terrible. And you gotta watch out for these people. They'll be real nice to your face and then talk about you at the end of the day. This is what people do in the world. And they are real truths. That's why probably the best people I get along with, honestly, are minorities. I mean, I'm Irish and German, but my husband, he's African American. And I guess being shunned by all the rich people, I understand the struggle a little bit. And I know how my family treats treats people horribly. And it just so happens my uncle, he used to be his football coach, my current husband's. And he called him the N-word when he was young. And he knew my uncle, and he goes, yeah, your uncle is an a-hole. Because he was only African American on the team. So, and my uncle was very racist. So he'd call him that word, and he got in trouble and he had to stop. But that's what my uncle was. He was racist. He did not like poor people. He thought poor people were scum. You were white and rich, and everybody else just needed to die. But this is the kind of stuff I was raised around, and I never agreed with them. So I lost out on a house, and they wanted to leave me homeless. So I separated. I got my decent job, and I took care of myself. And to this day, I won't speak to them. Come on, Chong, we're halfway there. I'm just as tired as you. Can we just keep it a moving? The one good thing about these dog walking streams, I can say officially how long we've been walking, but before we were streaming, it took a half hour to walk to the park, so we've been walking for about 2 hours. Honestly. It's just the first half hour he was doing laying all these poops out. So since he was laying all the poops out, I couldn't have been on the camera and that. That's just too hard. But if you're in my situation and you're a good, decent person and you're surrounded by bigots, sometimes you got to separate yourself. You really do. Sometimes you got to leave negative people behind, I guess. This is my best advice. Because small-minded people just create a lot of negativity. And they spread nothing good. They only spread bad stuff. I don't think they spread any good stuff. And it's sad. It really is. But I guess such is life. But it was a lesson to me. Okay, I don't know why that guy was doing that, but somebody beeped at me. I don't know. I mean, I look like I'm FaceTiming somebody. Maybe thought I was good looking, I don't know. But these are the people I was raised around. And I do understand people that are rich and how there's some nice rich people that were born into richness, I'd like to say. They're almost the worst because they don't understand and they don't really care if about poor people. They'll say they do, and then they get around each other and goes, oh God, I gotta get away from them homeless people. And they don't understand that could be them one day. They really don't. Because people think homeless people are dirty that have money. That's why my husband watches this guy. He was a CEO or something. He had money. He's on YouTube, and he gives food and money to homeless people, and drives around his car and just finds homeless people and just gives them money. And I guess that sets him apart because he's not getting any. He's not making any money on what he's doing, and he doesn't care. He just likes doing what he does. So my husband just watches him and subscribes to him and just respects what he does. And if the homeless people got animals, he buys their animals food. He really tries to help out, which is nice. And I guess eventually I'd like to be one of those people, but I don't really see me and Chong going into these heavy populated areas. So maybe we would have to do it in other ways. And I don't think we could be like dogs, our family, because she's way too organized. We're going to have the pet shelter that people bring the animals to. Because I kind of like the live streaming. And I kind of want to keep up with it. But maybe I can live stream in the shelter and then do other stuff. I don't know. There's infinite possibilities in the world. I think Chong's tired because he's actually acting decent on his friends, which is nice. Usually he's trying to bother the other cars. Now he's pulling me up the bridge. Because I think he wants to go home and get something to drink and eat and relax. And maybe he'll give me a break for once. And I'd be happy if he does. But here, Chong, let me get a view of this. Can we stop a second? The busy highway. I have good memories on highways driving. But I think we could do that. Chong, leave that bag alone. And that, I don't know what the heck that is. But we're starting to get home, thank God. But tomorrow I'm probably gonna be doing another dog walk. I kind of felt bad he hasn't been to the park for a couple days. Because he gets tired of going to the same spot all the time. So I figured I might as well get in the exercise mode again. Usually he's not this well behaved over Brooks. He's really not. It's very nice that he is. He's actually walking straight. So I could tell that his ass is tired. But I'm hoping for better times soon. I don't know when better times are going to happen. I mean, I try to hold on for hope, and I know I have more than most, so. But, I mean, I wish I could have good times like I had before. And I guess struggling through this hard time from going from the house to the apartment, I did get Chong. I don't regret that, but I'm hoping me and Chong can see better times. Maybe eventually we can afford a car. I could start taking him on car rides, except for with my brother from another mother. I mean, thank God for him. He's been a blessing in my life. Him and Chong. I don't know what I would do without him. I met him at work, and we just clicked as like friends, and I got so deep it was like brother and sister. It just, I don't know, it was weird. I think it's just fate when fate brings someone in your life that close. Sometimes it's a lover, sometimes it's a mother, sometimes a father, sometimes a brother, sometimes a sister. And if you don't have any, sometimes fate brings you someone that's like a brother or sister. I mean, that's the good thing about life. You never know what it's going to bring you or what to expect, I guess. So, because I really never know what to expect out of life anymore. All right, Chong, you're going way in people's front yards. I can't tape like that. They're going to think I'm getting their addresses. If you want to be up in people's front lawns, I can't tape you. I can't. They'll get mad and they'll say that I'm taping their address to their house and this and that, so I just turn it off when he's up in these front yards. So when he's doing that, come on, Chong, we're so close. Do not take a break now. The apartment building literally is right here. I would like to relax too. I'm a part of this walk too, Chong. I know you don't think I am, but I am. He literally thinks I'm just I don't know what you'd call me. I'm just the person that brings them everywhere and hands them his food and water. I guess I'm his servant in the walk. I'm the one cleaning up the poop and giving him what he needs. So he decides when he wants to lay down and this and that. But I guess this is how dogs are. I love him, but he is a very smart dog. And he knows what he wants. He absolutely knows what he wants. Then I did get in, Destiny did bring me a nice, smart dog. And I'm glad for that, and I'm glad I was able to save one. I just feel sad about the ones that can't be saved because, I don't know, because people are not so nice sometimes. I don't know what possesses them, but it does bother me that there's some dog out there right now that's getting shot or beat or having their jaw broken. It horrifies me. And those fighting pits where people bet on what dog's gonna win. Or that gunpowder thing. I don't know, it hurts my heart. It really does. I don't understand why playing they're not humans. I guess if humans on their own free will or want to be boxers, that's fine, but animals aren't. I just feel for all of them. But we're finally home on our long journey. Thank you for listening in the stream. And if you subscribe, thank you in advance. And I appreciate you caring for animals and being a friend of Chong. And have a great evening.